What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Race.
The cinematic world is buzzing with anticipation as Mel Gibson takes on the monumental task of bringing Jesus Christ's story back to the big screen in The Passion of Christ 2: Resurrection. A sequel to the groundbreaking 2004 film, this installment promises to delve into the untold tales surrounding the crucifixion and resurrection. But with controversy and challenges on the horizon, can Gibson recapture the magic that made the original a global sensation? And what surprising twists await audiences in this resurrection narrative? Let's unravel the details of this cinematic journey, exploring everything we know about the film, its unexpected plot, and the stars who will bring back this biblical epic to life. Mel Gibson has given the green light to The Passion of Christ 2, but get ready for some controversy with this sequel. Back in 2004, the first movie made a huge impact, especially with American evangelicals. It found success globally too, as Christians around the world embraced this R-rated epic. Drawing inspiration mainly from the Gospel of John, The Passion of Christ also weaved in Catholic traditions and even the visions of Anne Catherine Emmerich, 1774 to 1824. The release stirred up a lot of controversy, especially with accusations of anti-Semitism, and Mel Gibson's personal controversies didn't help matters. The Passion of the Christ, released in 2004, was a massive success, grossing over $612 million worldwide. By the end of its theatrical run, it became the fifth highest-grossing film internationally in 2004. Remarkably, it holds the title of the highest-grossing Christian film of all time, inflation unadjusted, and is also the highest-grossing independent film ever. As of 2023, it maintains its position as the highest-grossing R-rated film domestically, having earned $370.8 million. In terms of accolades, the film received 3 nominations at the 77th Academy Awards in 2005, specifically for Best Makeup, Best Cinematography, and Best Original Score. Since 2004, Gibson has been chatting openly about the idea of a sequel to continue the story. The Passion of the Christ was without a doubt one of Hollywood's major biblical epics, so it's not shocking that Gibson is now trying to transform it into a kind of informal franchise. It's happening at a time when franchises seem to attract more attention than individual actors or directors. The big question now is whether Gibson can strike gold again, winning over the same evangelical audience that loved the first movie. Only time will tell if he can pull off another hit. Meanwhile, check out the freshest scoop on Passion of the Christ 2. So they've officially named it The Passion of the Christ Resurrection, and it seems like this Mel Gibson epic is gearing up for something big. According to the buzz from coming soon, the film's IMDb page got a makeover in early November 2023, now sporting the title The Passion of the Christ Resurrection Part 1. Yep, you heard it right, it's looking like we might be in for a multi-part cinematic adventure. Jim Caviezel, the actor reprising his role as Jesus, spilled the beans, hinting it might be 2 films. Could be 3, but I think it's 2. Word on the street is that filming is set to kick off in spring 2023, and Jim Caviezel, the star, spilled the beans back in September 2020, saying the script was locked and loaded. According to him, this sequel is going to be the biggest film in world history. Talk about setting the bar high. Mel Gibson teamed up with Randall Wallace to cook up the script, and Wallace has been keen on this project for a while. Way back in 2016, he said, "I always wanted to tell this story. The Passion is the beginning. There's a lot more story to tell." Seems like the evangelical community is on board too, considering The Passion as a Hollywood blockbuster, and they've been chanting for a sequel they believe will be even more colossal. With colossal, Passion of the Christ 2 cast. Jim Caviezel is said to reprise his role as Jesus, and he's no stranger to the big screen after making waves in the first film. Since then, he's been making a mark in various films and TV shows like Outlander, The Prisoner, and Person of Interest. Caviezel even took on biblical epics again in Paul, Apostle of Christ. But that's not all. It looks like a bunch of familiar faces from the original movie are joining the sequel party. Maia Morgenstern is making a comeback as Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Francesco DeVito is back as Peter, one of Jesus' well-known apostles. And the rumors are swirling about Christo Gkov reprising his role as John, the guy whose gospel inspired the whole Passion of the Christ saga. Now the big question mark hangs over Monica Bellucci and Rosalinda Celentano. Will they return as Magdalene and Satan? The suspense is real. The story for the Passion of Christ resurrection seems to be taking an intriguing path. Given the Christian belief in Jesus' death and resurrection, it makes sense for the sequel to explore this pivotal moment. However, reports suggest that the resurrection itself might not be the central focus. Instead, the film is said to delve into the 3 days between Jesus' death and resurrection, a period where many Christians believe he descended into hell. In this time frame, the movie may draw inspiration from various sources beyond the Bible, just like its predecessor did. Scenes could be influenced by visions from Catholic figures like Mary of Jesus of Agreda and Anne Catherine Emmerich. Emmerich in particular had a vision known as the Harrowing of Hell, depicting Jesus descending into hell, breaking down its walls, and challenging the devil and his dominion. It's worth noting that such events are only briefly mentioned in the Bible, sparking debates among Christians. If Mel Gibson decides to focus on the harrowing of hell, it might be a bit of a challenge to rally the evangelical community, especially considering the debate around these events in Christian theology. The sequel seems set to continue the trend of blending biblical narratives with extra-biblical sources, adding an element of suspense to see how it all unfolds. As of now, there's no trailer available for The Passion of the Christ 2, given that the film is still in the production phase. With filming just getting underway, fans can probably expect more behind-the-scenes photos and early glimpses to surface before too long. However, it's unlikely that a full trailer or teaser will drop before filming wraps up. Anticipate holding tight until 2024 for an official trailer as the movie heads toward its expected release date. Speaking of which, the release date for The Passion of the Christ 2 hasn't been officially announced. Production is set to begin in spring 2023, but a concrete release date is yet to be confirmed. Easter 2024 could be a target, aligning with the 20th anniversary of the first film's release and a significant holiday for many Christians. IMDb has tentatively listed 2024 as the release window, but keep an eye out for updates as the film progresses. Given the historical release timing of the first film on Ash Wednesday in 2004, it seems like Gibson might aim for another strategically significant date for the sequel. One more thing is that the upcoming movie might follow the recent two-part trend according to the World of Real. The IMDb page for the upcoming sequel is currently titled The Passion of the Christ Resurrection Part 1. This strongly suggests that the sequel will be split into multiple parts, with Part 2 and possibly more to follow in the future. Jim Caviezel, who played the role of Jesus in the original film and is said to return for the sequel, dropped a hint about this potential multi-part approach during an interview posted on Mihail Orehovic's YouTube page in July 2023. Caviezel shared, "Gibson is working on that. Right now, he's doing a movie with Mark Wahlberg, so he's finishing that. But he's been on this for a long time. It will be the biggest film in history. It might be 2 films, could be 3, but I think it's 2. Get ready for an epic cinematic experience." Well, that's it for today. Let me know your take on it in the comments section. Make sure that you like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing videos. Thanks for watching the video. We'll see you at the next one.